Imagine holding a tiny 1-cent coin that could change your life forever. A simple Lincoln penny that looks ordinary, but in reality, it could be worth thousands, or even over $1 million. Today, we uncover two shocking stories from the world of American coins. First, the legendary 1943 copper Lincoln penny, a coin that was never supposed to exist, a mistake of history that turned into a collector's dream. And then, we'll reveal the secrets of the 1983 Lincoln penny, a modern cent with shocking error varieties that have made everyday pocket change worth thousands of dollars. So sit back, because this is not just about coins, it's about hidden treasures, history, and how a tiny mistake can create big money. Section 1, History of the Lincoln Penny, 2 to 5 o'clock, first issued in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, first U.S. coin to feature a real person, designed by Victor David Brenner. Over time, pennies changed composition: copper, bronze, steel, zinc. These changes created some of the most famous era coins in U.S. history. Section 2, the 1943 Copper Penny Mystery, 5 to 1500 hours. Now, let's travel back to the middle of World War II, the year 1943. U.S. needed copper for war supplies, bullets, shell casings, wires. Mint switched to steel pennies coated with zinc in 1943. But somehow, by mistake, a small number of copper planchets, coin blanks, from 1942 got stuck in the machines. These became the 1943 copper pennies, coins that were never meant to exist. Backhand index pointing right. How rare? Estimates: only 15 to 20 known worldwide. 1 coin sold for $1.7 million in 2010. Another was reportedly offered $2 million by a collector. Pushpin signs of authenticity. Genuine 1943 copper penny sticks to no magnet. Fake steel ones do. Weight: about 3.11 grams. Light bulb collector story: a teenager named Don Lutz Jr. found one in his change in 1947 and kept it secret for decades. In 2019, his coin sold at auction $4,204,000. Studio microphone: a penny worth a fortune, a mistake worth millions. That's why collectors call it the Holy Grail of pennies. Section 3, the 1983 penny errors, 1500 hours, 27:00. Now, fast forward to 1983, another year when the Lincoln penny shocked the world. In 1982, the U.S. Mint changed pennies from 95% copper to 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating, due to rising copper prices. But this shift caused multiple minting errors in 1983. Backhand index pointing right. Famous 1983 penny errors. 1. 1983 double die reverse, DDR, letters in 1 cent and e pluribus unum appear doubled. Value, up to $15,000 in mint state. 2. 1983 copper penny error by mistake. Some 1983 pennies were struck on leftover copper planchets. Weight: 3.11 grams, instead of 2.5 g. Zinc. Auction sales, over $23,030. Off-center strikes and broad strikes. 1983 cents with partial designs. Values: $100 to $1,500 depending on error. Backhand index pointing right. Why 1983 is special? First full year after composition change. High chance of errors. Everyday people still find them in change. Studio microphone: yes, you heard that right. The 1983 penny in your pocket could still be worth thousands. Section 4, How to check your pennies. 27:00, 32:00. Pushpin steps to identify valuable pennies. 1. Check the date. 1943 and 1983 are key. 2. Use a magnet. If 1943 penny doesn't stick, you may have copper. 3. Weigh the coin. 3.11 g equals copper, 2.5 g equals zinc. 4. Use a magnifying glass. Look for doubling, off-center strikes. 5. Consult experts or grading services like PCGS/NGC. Section 5, Conclusion and hook for next video. 32:00, 35:00. So, we discovered two of America's most fascinating pennies, the 1943 copper penny, a wartime mistake worth millions, the 1983 error pennies, modern treasures hiding in plain sight. Both prove one thing: even the smallest coin can hold the biggest secrets. Who knows? The next life-changing penny could already be sitting in your pocket. In our next video, we'll reveal another unbelievable story, a Lincoln penny from the 1970s that shocked collectors worldwide with its hidden errors. Don't miss it. Imagine finding a penny in your change jar that could be worth thousands of dollars, maybe even more. Sounds like a dream, right? But what if I told you that one simple coin, the 1977 Lincoln penny, holds secrets that most people don't know? And hidden among the billions minted are rare varieties and errors worth big money. Today, we're diving deep into the history, the value, and the mystery of the 1977 Lincoln penny, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this small coin is a big deal. Scroll history of the 1977 Lincoln penny, 2 to 10 minutes. Introduce Abraham Lincoln's portrait designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. Explain how 1977 was part of the Lincoln Memorial Reverse Series, 1959 to 2008, metal composition in 1977: 95% copper, 5% zinc. Before 1982 switched to copper-plated zinc, each penny weighed 3.11 grams. Mints that produced it: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; San Francisco, S mint mark. Proofs only: over 8 billion pennies minted that year. Add storytelling tone: most people would assume a coin made in the billions has no value beyond 1 cent. But this is where the story gets surprising. Money bag values of the 1977 penny, 10 to 18 minutes. Circulated value: usually 1 cent, but nice condition coins can sell for 10 cent, 50 cent. Uncirculated, mint state, examples: MS-65 red coins can be worth $10 to $30. High-grade MS-67 red examples can reach $200, $500 plus. Proof coins: San Francisco S mint deep cameo proofs, PR-67, PR-69, worth $25, $150 plus. Big auction sales: in 1977, MS-67 red sold for over $7,000 in auction. Rare perfect PR-70 DCAM 1977 S proof pennies can bring $3,000, $5,000. High voltage rare errors and varieties, 18 to 25 minutes. This is where the money gets crazy. 1977 double die obverse, DDO, doubling on, In God We Trust, or Liberty, can be worth $100 to $1,000 plus depending on grade. 1977 off-center strike, coin struck off-center by 10 to 50% can bring $200, $500 plus. 1977 clipped planchet, part of the coin missing, worth $50, $200. 1977 D wrong planchet error, struck on a dime or foreign coin blank, extremely rare, worth $5,000 plus. Add suspense tone: imagine holding what looks like an ordinary penny, but a small mistake from the mint turns it into a rare collector's treasure. Detective mystery and the never supposed to exist twist, 25 to 30 minutes, tie back to the viral angle. Most pennies from 1977 were ordinary copper cents, but a handful of major error coins exist that were never supposed to exist. Just like the famous 1943 copper penny, the rare error 1977 pennies remind us that accidents at the U.S. Mint can create million-dollar legends. Add collector's emotional note: that's why so many collectors check every coin they find, because the next million-dollar penny could be hiding in your pocket change. On the surface, the 1977 Lincoln penny seems common, almost worthless. But look closer, and you'll discover a world of history, mystery, and potential fortune. Whether it's a double die worth hundreds, a proof worth thousands, or a rare mint error that could change your life, the 1977 penny proves that sometimes, the smallest things hold the biggest surprises. So next time you see a Lincoln penny, don't just spend it. Check it. Because one day, you might just uncover a coin that was never supposed to exist, and it could make you rich. Imagine pulling out a penny from your change, and realizing it's worth thousands of dollars. Sounds unbelievable, right? But in the world of US coins, mistakes and rare additions have turned ordinary pocket change into small fortunes, and today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins of modern US history, the 1959 Lincoln penny. A coin that marked the beginning of a brand new design, carried the story of Abraham Lincoln into the modern era, and even holds secrets that shocked collectors around the world. So grab your seat, because by the end of this video, you might just check your own pennies a little differently. Who knows, you could be holding a fortune in your hands. Scroll historical background, 2 to 8 o'clock. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909, celebrating the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. From 1909 to 1958, the reverse side featured 2 wheat ears, hence the name, wheat penny. By 1959, America was celebrating another major milestone, the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and the 50th anniversary of the penny itself. To honor this, the U.S. Mint changed the design. The wheat reverse was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. This marked the beginning of the Lincoln Memorial since 1959 to 2008, that storytelling style. So just imagine, after 50 years of the same wheat design, Americans suddenly saw something completely different in their hands, the Lincoln Memorial. A coin that not only honored Lincoln but also showed a symbol of unity and democracy. Magnifying glass tilted left. 1959 penny details, 8 to 1400 hours. Obverse, front Abraham Lincoln's portrait by Victor D. Brenner. Reverse, back Lincoln Memorial, with a tiny seated statue of Lincoln inside, visible under magnification. Composition, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. Mints, Philadelphia, no mint mark. Denver, D mint mark. Mintage, Philadelphia, 609-715-000. Denver, 1-279-760-000. Engaging note, that's almost 2 billion coins struck in a single year. So how can one be rare? The answer lies in errors, variations, and a mystery that shook the numismatic world. Money bag value and common coins, 14 to 1800 hours, in circulated condition, generally 1 to 20 cents, common, uncirculated, MS65 red $10 to $30. High-grade certified gems, $100 plus, proof coins from Philadelphia can range from $15 to $500 plus depending on grade and cameo contrast, story tone. So yes, most 1959 pennies aren't going to buy you a new car. But certain rare finds have fetched shocking amounts. High voltage. The 1959 D mule era penny, 1800 hours to 2400 hours. In 1986, a coin appeared that shocked collectors. A 1959 D penny with a wheat reverse. This should have been impossible. Wheat pennies ended in 1958. Many experts debated, was it a mint error, or a counterfeit? The coin was authenticated by the independent coin grading company, ICG. It sold at auction for $48,300 in 2001. This mule coin is one of the most controversial in U.S. coinage history. Suspenseful note, and here's the twist. Some experts still argue about its authenticity. Was it really struck at the U.S. Mint, or was it an elaborate fake? That mystery is what keeps collectors fascinated, and why the 1959 penny is more than just a small copper coin. Magnifying glass tilted right. Other rare varieties, 2400 hours, 29:00, 1959, D double die obverse. Rare doubling visible on, In God We Trust, and Liberty. Value can range from hundreds to thousands. Repunched mint marks, RPMs, Denver Mint mark punched multiple times. Collectors pay premiums. High-grade full red coins, bright red uncirculated 1959 pennies graded MS67 can sell $4,200, $3,000 plus. Trophy big money auction sales, 29:00, 32:00, 1959, D mule penny. $48,300.1959 MS67 plus red, $3,995. Rare proof strikes with deep cameo, over $5,000, exciting tone. So yes, the right 1959 penny can absolutely be worth thousands, even tens of thousands. That's why collectors are still hunting for them today. Classical building symbolism and legacy. 32-00, 34-00, first year of the Lincoln Memorial design, lasted until 2008. A piece of history marking both Lincoln's legacy and America's changing times, connects generations of collectors, from wheat pennies to memorial cents. So the next time you see a 1959 penny, don't just brush it off as pocket change. Look closely, check for errors, check for mint marks, check the condition. Because while most are common, a rare few have turned into treasures worth thousands. The 1959 penny isn't just a coin, it's a story of history, mistakes, and mysteries that continue to fascinate collectors worldwide. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1959 Lincoln penny, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and tell us in the comments, have you ever checked your change for hidden treasures?